And Marshawn, coaches often talk about playing complementary football, and I don't know how you can complement your offense better than scoring 14 points on the day for the defense.
Yeah, I think all my dogs out there, they just play hard. They just came, to fight. Obviously, we know the story from last year. They came to our place. They called us little bro, this and that, da-da-da, took us to the woodshed. So, we had to introduce them.
The way that you and Corey really dominated Eastern's offensive line, created a lot of havoc and a lot of bad passes, which, the secondary took advantage of.
I think definitely, like you mentioned, Corey, I think he just needed a little bit of time, to warm up to it because, it's his first year starting, and I think, he's starting to get comfortable with it. He's starting to get free with it. He's just going to start messing up every O-line.
It really seemed that, when the defense needed a big stop, you guys always came through today.
Yeah, and that's just a product of, our back end, our linebackers, everybody just locked in because, like we said before, we brought a lot of new people in, so everybody got to get comfortable with the defense and stuff like that. And I think they're starting to get to it, as we've seen, today.
One of those new guys who's really gotten a lot of snaps over the last couple of weeks has been Isaiah Green, and he had another great game today.
Yeah, I really like his play style. He, he follows, does what he's supposed to do, but he's not a robot. He knows how to penetrate, knows how to get vertical, knows how to make a play when we need it. So, I think he's going to continue dominating and, doing his thing.
All right, thanks, Marshawn.
For sure, thank you.
We've talked the last several weeks about playing complementary football, and I can't think of anything more complementary when your defense scores 14 points for you.
Yeah, really proud of this team win. It took all three phases. It took all of us, but I'm really proud of every man in that locker room, the players, the coaches, the support staff. Everybody continued to buy in, and it took all of us today, and it was a great team victory, not one side necessarily, but all three phases really dominated. And I said early on that the team that would win this game would be the team that was more physical and the most disciplined, and I thought we were that all day.
You had the discipline. The Broncos had some issues the last couple of weeks with penalties on third downs that extended drive, and you guys really cleaned that up today.
We did. We talked about that, emphasized it a ton this week, and I thought our guys really owned it, which was great to see. Again, I'm proud of those men and what they did. Not a lot of people believed in us, after we but we have beat ourselves. I mean, honestly, the only team that has stopped us has been Western Michigan, and so, if we continue to clean up the errors and play Bronco football, I'm excited to see what we can do and build off of this win.
Eastern Michigan really had no answer for your defensive line. What were you seeing from that group today that made things so tough on the Eagles?
Really proud of our defensive line. I thought that they really dominated the line of scrimmage. Marshawn had 3 sacks. He had multiple tackles for loss. I thought that we owned both lines of the scrimmage from a defensive line standpoint and offensive line. So really proud of how we played in each phase. And I thought special teams, we were the most physical team as well. We had great production from our return units, and we covered the ball really well, which allowed us to win the field position battle all day.
Rivalry games can often get a little heated, but, no unsportsmanlike, no personal fouls, no nothing like that for the Broncos today.
Yeah, we really challenged our guys because we've hurt ourselves and had those penalties, the unsportsmanlikes or extending drives. We said nothing after the whistles, let our pads do the talking and, play in between the whistles, and I thought that they did that. So, listen, when you play complementary football and you handle business between the whistles, you don't have to talk after the whistles.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, and go Broncos.